by my side. Today we're going to discuss coughing. Coughing could be from the upper airway, and then it's a loud type of cough, sometimes productive. It's often when they can get excited or when they drink. Or coughing could be from the lower airway, and then it's often a softer type of cough. It could be productive or not productive as well. It often happens at night or after a time spent lying down. The reason for it is mucus tends to accumulate then, and then they will, as soon as they get up or they will breathe a bit deeper, they will tend to cough because the mucus was accumulating while they were lying down or sleeping. So they are the two big types of cough you will hear. It's quite important to know how to differentiate one from the other, because then you won't focus on the same area. If it's a loud cough, then you need to then think about the breed of the dog. Is that a breed that's predisposed to have some collapsing or collapse of the trachea? Is that a breed that is known to be predisposed to bronchitis? Is that a large breed dog? Is there any possible laryngeal paralysis concomitant with the cough, or any other symptoms? Is there any exposure to a possible infection, such kennel cough? So in dogs, if they are in big groups, if they are in larger groups, if they've been to a boarding kennel, that's when you could suspect there might be an outbreak of kennel cough, and then that could be a reason for a loud hacking cough that was not there before. Sometimes it can be both. So both a loud cough and also a softer type of cough, and that can happen for, when they have aspiration pneumonia secondary to an upper airway disease, so elongation of the soft palate, and then that those predispose them to aspiration pneumonia or any kind of upper airway disease that could then also become a lower airway disease. Bronchitis could also be associated with tracheitis, so upper type of cough as well. If you locate the cough to the lower airways, then the next step after that is to listen to the chest. And when you listen to the chest, you have to hear if there is any crackles. And then it's either, as we discussed the first time, could be aspiration pneumonia depending on the location, could be cardiogenic, or other causes that are less frequent. Is there any wheezes? And then you will think more about bronchitis. Is there any or no specific noises? And then the next step after that will be to take an X-ray. Anything that will put pressure on the main bronchi or the trachea could trigger a cough, and then it will be more a loud type of cough. If there is an enlarged heart, it could, and a sensitive trachea, so in the small breed dogs, for example, that could trigger a cough. If there is a primary lung tumor or a lung tumor affecting one of the bronchi or pressing, or an extra pulmonary tumor, but intrathoracic, then that could press on one of the, or a mediastinal tumor that could press on the trachea or the main bronchs, and it could trigger a loud type of cough as well. So the next question is, does heart disease manifest with coughing? The answer is yes, it can. In dogs, I will have a word about cats just in a few minutes. Yes, it can. If the size of the heart is pressing on the main structures, trachea and bronchi, or if there is some interstitial or alveolar congestion. If the heart is pressing on the main structure, it will be a loud type of cough. If they have some congestion, it will be a softer cough, mainly at night. So it will be different. Now that brings us to cats. Cats, heart disease, coughing. No, cats with heart disease won't necessarily cough, and I would say probably won't cough. Coughing in cats is mainly associated with asthma, chronic bronchitis, and potentially pulmonary disease, such tumor neoplasia. Potentially, as we explained, mediastinal mass pressing on the main structure, so trachea or bronchi. So that's it for coughing. I hope this helps, because that's a big topic. People often think that coughing is necessarily a sign of heart disease. No, it's not. First thing with coughing, knowing if it's upper or lower airway. Once you know that, you know what the next step is, where to investigate, what the next step might be, taking an X-ray, doing a CT scan, doing a lavage, or doing a treatment trial if it's appropriate as well. I hope this will help you, and thanks by stopping by, and see you next time for the next episode of Vet by My Side. Next time we will go to a totally different topic, and we will discuss liver parameters in dogs and cats, and what to do about it. See you next time!